I recently just got a couple of very exciting things in my mailbox. First product that I want to mention, the Kylie Royal Peach Palette. It looks a little something like this. Oh my gosh, I look like an alien. Also, the Silisponge. It's a sponge that's made out of silicone, and it's supposed to be very, very good for your skin because it does not absorb any product. It all goes on your face. It saves product, so you don't have to use too much of it, and it's good for acne prone skin. This is all stuff that I have heard on the internet, but I'm going to test it out today for myself. So let's go ahead and get started. I ordered it from I Spy Pens, and I'll link down below where you can order it too. It was like $13, free shipping, really, really affordable. It came with this brush right here. It's by Anastasia. It is a dual-ended eyebrow brush, and what I use for this is I will brush out my eyebrows with this end, and then I'll dip into some concealer and carve out the bottom of my brows to make them look sharper. So without further ado, let's go ahead and crack this thing open. I'm gonna unwrap this right now. Let's see what it looks like. All right. Oh, it feels like gum. This is the product. This is what it looks like. It looks like a little like iPad thing. So I'm gonna blend this side with my beauty blender and this side with the Silisponge and see which side actually blended better. So I'm going to test out a stick foundation that may be a little bit harder to blend out, and also a liquid foundation, just to kind of see, you know, if the thing is legit and it'll actually blend out different products of foundation. So I'm first gonna start by priming my face with the Hangover RX primer, and then to set all that in, I'm gonna use my Tarte Mineral of the Sea spray. Okay, so first I'm gonna start by using my Hourglass Vanish Stick foundation, and again, we're gonna blend this side with a beauty blender. Okay, so now we're gonna blend this side with the Silisponge, and I'm just gonna sit a little bit closer. This is Mia, everybody. All right, let's see. Huh. It's honestly, it's a little bit rough, like it's a little bit harder. You know how the beauty blender, it's a sponge, so it's a lot softer on the skin. And look, that's all the excess foundation. I'm not saying it's bad, it's just really kind of tough on my skin. I don't know, you guys. It's not blending out the cream stuff all that well. Let's see how it does with liquid. Okay, so I have blended this side of my face with my beauty blender. So let's just blend this out with the Silisponge. Okay, there's a lot of foundation on my face. Look at how much foundation I have on my face. I seriously put on way too much, but oh well, no turning back now. Sassy. When you're me and you're so used to just applying a crap ton of foundation and you've gotten into that habit, with the beauty blender it just absorbs the excess and it doesn't look cakey or doesn't look like it's too much. Like, this is so much foundation that it's like literally overwhelming. Okay, so after like 20 minutes of patting my face with the Silisponge, now I know that with the Silisponge, a little bit of foundation or a little bit of product goes a long way. Now I'm just gonna apply my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and we'll see how the Silisponge blends this out. Okay, see, look. Look how far it goes. You know, like I can spread this all the way up. Because in the end, it saves me money, you know, because I'm not using as much product. So far, the blendability is about the same as the Beauty Blender. However, with the Beauty Blender, it takes me 5 seconds to blend all my stuff out. With the Silisponge, it definitely takes a little bit more time, but I do not have to use as much product with the Silisponge as I do with my Beauty Blender. Also, that it was $7 less expensive than the Beauty Blender. The Beauty Blender is probably like $20 at least before taxes. This was $12 on Amazon with a free gift and free shipping. Okay, so on my Beauty Blender side, I'm gonna use the RCMA No Color Translucent Powder and just dab that really quick underneath my eye. So now I'm going to dip the Silisponge into my No Color Translucent Powder and try to bake with that. It feels sticky. This is not going well. Didn't really absorb into my skin whatsoever. That's okay, moving on. Now what I'm going to review next, the next new product that I got into the mail is the Kylie Royal Peach Palette. Looks a little something like this, and on the inside looks a little something like this. Oh my goodness, they are absolutely beautiful. I actually got a little note from Kylie, and it says, I wanted you to be one of the very first to see and use my Royal Peach palette, inspired by my peach look during New York Fashion Week 2016. Enjoy. Moi, Kylie. How cool is that? I respect that. The palette also came with this brush right here. It's just a little fluffy brush, which, respect. You can never have too many fluffy brushes. Since I am going to go to class, I'm not gonna go like too wild and crazy on my eyes. But first, I'm going to do my brows. So I will get these puppies on and I'll see you in a second. I wanted to show you how I use this little free gift that I got in the Silisponge package from I Spy Pens on Amazon. I'm just using the spoolie to brush my brows out to make sure that they don't look too harsh. This spoolie, because it is by the brand Anastasia Beverly Hills, it is a very high quality spoolie. It's just that I'm actually really shocked that this was a free gift, because Anastasia, like, these brushes must cost like, $12 to $15. I'm not exactly sure, but it's free when you buy the Silisponge from I Spy Pens, which I think is totally amazing. You will definitely see me using this in other videos because I am obsessed with this brush. Now that we have our brows on and it's a better frame for the eyes, let's go ahead and dive into the Kylie Royal Peach palette. Oh, I'm so excited. So here it is. Beautiful. Ah, so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna use the Kylie brush and I'm going to dip into, let's see, this color right here. It's called Duke Killer, West Side Killer. Okay, like I said, I'm just going in with the color Duke into my crease as a nice little transition shade. Pigmentation is like literally blowing me away. This is just one tap into the eyeshadow pan. Now I'm going to go in with the same brush in this shade right here. It's called Crush. It's like a very true warm brown. I'm just gonna tuck this into my crease, but not overlapping the color Duke that I just put on, to give a more dimension to my eye. So far, these are blending out pretty nicely. Now with the same brush, because why not? Came with the palette, might as well use it. I'm going to use this color right here, which is called Duchess. Actually, it's more of like a warm terracotta reddish brown. And I'm gonna go in with this right where I put the previous color, but I'm gonna drag it down to my outer corner just to give my eye more of a color spectrum. Make it more dynamic. Wow, honestly, this is a very good brush because since it's tapered at the top and it is pretty flat, I can really get into my crease and wiggle it around, which is what I appreciate in a brush. I appreciate you. Now I'm just going to take the color Duke on a Morphe M441 brush, and I'm just going to blend everything out up here and blend it up almost touching my brow bone. I think I'm going to go in with this color right here called Sorbet on a Morphe M321 brush. I'm feeling the red vibes today. And I'm just going to place it on my outer quarter, creating a V, and then dragging it into my crease. This one just isn't as pigmented as the other ones. I'm going to pick up this color called Cinnamon on the same brush, and I'm just gonna place it right next to that other color, just so they can be buddies. So in this palette, there's not really a super light shimmery shade that'd be good for like the inner corners or the inner eyelid per se, but I'm gonna pick up this color, this kind of purplish color called Queen Bee right here on my Anastasia dual-ended brush, And let's just see what this looks like on the inner half of my lid, because usually I like a color like Vermeer from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette in my inner corner to really make it pop and shiny. Now what I'm doing is I am taking the color Cinnamon on the fluffier end of the brush, and I'm just placing that right in the middle to blend out Queen Bee. I am pretty satisfied with that. I like it for daytime. I'm gonna brush out the bake with a fluffy Real Techniques brush. I'm gonna take a tiny little angled brush such as this one. I'm gonna use the color Duchess right here to start off with on my lower lash line. Okay, so to keep blending out my lower lash line, I'm gonna take the same little angled brush and I'm going to dip into this color right here. It's called Royal. And I'm just going to place that and try to buff out the previous color that I placed down there. And to blend all of that out, I'm going to take the color Duke on a Morphe E36 brush. Just gonna place it underneath those two colors. You know, kind of wiggle it down, smoke it out, make sure it's all blended. I want to take a little bit of Sorbet. Kind of want to pop that right on the outer corner of my lower lash line. All right, you guys, so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm going to put on the rest of my face makeup, eyeliner, and mascara, and I will be back. Okay, so final thoughts. I'm gonna do pros and cons for both products. I'm first gonna start off with the Silisponge. Okay, pros. It does not absorb excess products. It is less expensive than the Beauty Blender. This is more hygienic than the Beauty Blender. And it also came with a free gift if you buy it from I Spy Pens on Amazon, and I will link it down below. Con, it literally took me 20 minutes to blend out this side of my face using the Silisponge. I don't really like how this feels on my skin. Since it's silicone, it's a little bit rough. It's not as gentle as the Beauty Blender because the Beauty Blender is a sponge and this is silicone. So it's a little bit rougher on the skin. I mean, it's not anything like horrible, but it's just different. Overall, I think this is a pretty good product, but in all honesty, I think it's just a fad and something that people are like, you know, it's a new technique. It's something people are excited about to try something new, but I'm not sure if this product will surpass the Beauty Blender in my humble opinion. What really made it worth it buying this product was that it's lesser expensive than the Beauty Blender, and it did come with a free product if you bought it from I Spy Pen on Amazon. Great for carving out the brows. Love this brush. Will use it probably until I'm in my coffin. Second product that I got that I want to talk about, the
Kylie Royal Peach palette.
Now, pros and cons about this palette. Pros, I love the packaging. I love the colors, and all of them are very pigmented. And the fact that it also came with a brush is a major plus as well. Really, the only cons that I have about this palette is that it doesn't have a really great color that's nice and bright and shiny for the inner corners. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and got to see some insight on these products that I got. I will link all of the products down below that I used on my face and this lip color. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I am a super vibrant, awesome person. I love cosmetics. It's my passion. I love makeup, and I just want to deliver the best content that I can. I hope you guys like me, and you know I love you, so au revoir!